Men are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible. They are now going to other countries to find wives. You're going to all these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English. They can't even read. They're so uneducated.
Excuse me, we are not uneducated. It's not because women in the United States are too woke and whatever. Dominican women are caring and they really take care of their husband.
She's not throwing shade. She's repping her culture. No victim card, no blame game. Just, here's what we bring. That energy alone is refreshing.
They will cook for them, they will clean the house, but also they will work. They will do it all. And the man is there to support them. The key word is traditional values. Mostly of Western women are not following traditional values anymore. Men that likes traditional marriage, they try to find people from other countries. And I support that. There's a saying in Latin America, like, you're not ugly, you're just geographically misplaced. Your future husband or wife might be in another country and you don't know about that. They are traveling to other places to find a partner that align with their values, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You cannot be mad at a man for finding someone who actually wants what he wants. That's not betrayal. That's just compatibility. The anger says more about insecurity than anything else.
Why American men don't want to date American women anymore. A little disclaimer, I do live in the US for the past 7 years. 1. Some American men feel that American women are very entitled. They feel that many American women expect a partner who fit a specific ideal. He has to be smart, attractive, successful, fit. They believe that many American women have unrealistic expectations. They expect their partners to do everything, and they expect their partners to put their needs above their own. 2, because of the rise of radical feminism, there is a loss of femininity among American women, and they even started to adopt some masculine traits. 3, opportunistic behavior. A big percentage of divorces are initiated by women, and usually it's because they prioritize their career and personal growth over their family life. And a lot of men also express some frustration because they feel that there is a lack of commitment and loyalty among American women. And that is why a lot of American men are now dating non-American women, because they believe that non-American women tend to prioritize mutual respect, shared values, and commitment.
What's your name?
Lilia.
Where are you from?
New York.
How long have you been in Miami?
A week.
And how long are you staying here?
Forever.
And why are you here?
Weather.
How much money do you spend per month on your lifestyle, including everything?
30 to 50K.
And how do you spend it?
Shopping and rent and bills.
What's your occupation? What do you do?
I am a princess.
And what does that mean?
That means I'm a princess.
So who pays your bills?
My parents.
And what's your parents' occupation?
My dad is a business owner and my mom is a dentist.
And what do they think about your lifestyle?
They love it.
They love it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, really. They love anything I do.
Would you date a guy that earns $50,000 per year?
Sorry, no.
Okay, and why wouldn't you?
Cause he's depressed.
Okay, how about if he earns $1 million per year?
Not enough
Not
for
enough.
anything.
How about $5 million?
No.
$10 million?
No. Not comfortable.
How many millions per year?
100 million.
100 million per year. Minimum. Her parents built a monster and called it love. This is exactly what men are running from. Not strong women. This.
$1 million per year?
Yes.
Can you find
That's
that?
fine.
Do you think you can find that guy in life?
Yes.
Available?
Yes,
Is that
very
available?
much, yes.
Amazing.
Everywhere.
If you were to give life advice to everyone that's watching, it can be anything. What would you say?
Believe in yourself no matter what.
Did you know that 78% of men don't approach women anymore? Here's why that's your advantage. Fear of rejection, fear of looking awkward or desperate, which means if you're the one guy who walks up, introduces himself, and could hold a conversation, you're not competing with anyone. So no, hot girls are not used to being approached. In fact, they are waiting on it.
More and more American men, European men, and Western men now prefer to date and marry Filipinas rather than their Western women. And this doesn't come as a surprise at all. Every year, tens of thousands of weddings are celebrated between American men or Western men in general with Filipinas. And why do they so much prefer Filipinas? Filipinas are one of the most traditional women in the world. They're so caring, they're so loving. It's true that most Asian women are also traditional, but the special touch that Filipinas have is that they can speak English. Like the Philippines is the country in Southeast Asia or Asia in general where you'd find more English speakers, so makes communication quite easy and bonding quite easy. And Filipinos have this family-oriented culture that makes them quite special. That's why they have a special touche. You have more and more Americans, Western men moving to settle in the Philippines with Filipinas, or some deciding to move Filipinas from the Philippines to the United States and other European countries and to Australia. And that's why you also have a lot of senior citizens deciding to settle in the Philippines. They want to settle with a family-oriented person that's going to take care of them, that's going to be there for them. They're tired of the Western women. They're giving them a lot of headache. You want to find peace, you move to the Philippines.
When dating drives men to relocate entire continents, that's not a preference. That's a full exodus. And the wild part? It's working. Can't argue with results.
When women abandon their feminine nature, they also abandon the very thing that made marriage attractive. Femininity isn't weakness. Femininity is the soft power that inspires leadership, protection, and provision from a man. When you remove femininity, you remove the magnetism that pulls a man into commitment. Modern women were taught to act like a man, compete with a man, and fight men. Now they're confused why men no longer want to marry them. You can't lead a woman who sees you as an opponent. You cannot protect a woman who sees you as competition. When a woman's spirit becomes combative, a man's instinct to cover her dies. Men aren't avoiding marriage because they fear commitment. They're avoiding marriage because they refuse to fight their own wives every day inside their own homes. Submission is no longer seen as an act of love. It's seen as a conditional trade deal. If you make six figures, if you buy me bags, if you give me a soft life, then I'll submit. That's not submission, that's extortion. Submission is not earned. Submission is chosen. If a woman waits until she receives everything she wants before respecting a man, she never respected him. She respected the benefits. Men finally figured it out. They finally understood. A woman who needs to be bridled into loyalty will betray you when the gifts stop flowing.
Loyalty with a price tag is just a subscription, and subscriptions get canceled. Men who figured this out early saved years of pain. The ones who didn't paid tuition through divorce court.
You can't have the benefits of marriage without the responsibilities. But that's exactly what modern women are trying to do. They want the ring, the wedding, the Instagram pictures, the honeymoon. But what they don't want is the submission, the service, the sacrifice, the loyalty. You cannot have a strong marriage when one side thinks it's optional to obey God's order. You can't build a home when one partner is committed and the other is entitled. Marriage is not a subscription service. You don't cancel because you're temporarily unhappy. American women destroyed marriage by trying to turn it into a me-first lifestyle. And men? Men left the building the moment they realized marriage no longer made them leaders. It made them sponsors. American culture no longer honors wives. It honors rebellion. Music, media, influencers, all telling women be rebellious, be independent, be boss babes, be sexually liberated. Marriage? That's seen as slavery now. When rebellion becomes a woman's identity, submission becomes her enemy. And no man marries an enemy. You can't build a life with a woman who celebrates betrayal. You can't build a future with a woman who despises order. The women screaming, submission is slavery, are the same women crying at 40 with no husband, no covering, and no legacy. They glorify rebellion. Now they're choking on the loneliness it produced. A man's marriage is the most expensive investment he will ever make. And in America, the return on investment is trash. Divorce rates are high. Alimony is weaponized. Child support is extorted. False accusations are normalized. Marrying the wrong woman isn't just emotional suicide, it's financial suicide. Why would a man risk half his life's work for a woman who doesn't even believe she needs to be a wife.
This is the math men are actually running now. Not fear, not trauma, pure calculation. When the legal system, culture, and your partner are all stacked against you, opting out isn't weakness. It's the smartest move on the board.
Marriage to a rebellious woman is like building a mansion on quicksand. No matter how much money you pour into it, it's doomed to collapse. Good men finally understood. It's better to die single with peace than to live married and enslaved. Modern women are proudly independent until it's time to pay bills alone, raise kids alone, and die alone. They brag about not needing a man, being strong, doing everything by themselves. But their funerals are filled with regret, not grandchildren. God didn't design women to live and die alone. Independence was never the goal. Legacy was. When you reject covering, you reject family. When you reject family, you reject your own future. Men see the warning signs now. When a woman is addicted to her independence, marriage to her is not a partnership. It's a fight for relevance. And no man fights for relevance in his own home. In today's dating market, too many women aren't looking for husbands. They're looking for saviors. They want men to fix their finances, heal their trauma, raise their children, pay their debts, and still be romantic on top of it. A wife is a blessing. A rescue project is a curse. Men are not emotional rehab centers. Men are not financial bailouts. Men are not child support upgrades. Marriage is supposed to multiply peace, not chaos. Good men aren't rejecting marriage because they're afraid of love. They're rejecting marriage because women stop bringing love to the table and start bringing liabilities. Feminism told women, men are the problem. Marriage is oppression. Independence is power. Now those same women are crying for companionship in their 40s. Meanwhile, the very men they despise have moved on, built wealth, found peace, and reclaimed their power. You can't believe men are trash for 20 years and then beg them for commitment when your cheeks start sagging. You can't mock leadership for 20 years and beg for a covering when loneliness sets in. Feminism sold women a one-way ticket to empowerment. It forgot to mention it was a solo trip. Men stopped marrying because feminism taught women how to be everything except wives.
You can be independent and want a real partner. Those aren't opposites. But the ones wondering where good men went at 42, well, they didn't lose them. They dismissed them one by one. Now those men are gone. Happy, peaceful, and completely unbothered.